Welcome to the Mind Shelf. Today, we delve into the unwavering spirit of resilience. Join us for President Donald Trump's most powerful quotes on success. Discover the words that fueled a relentless drive, showcasing the determination required to overcome obstacles and achieve monumental victories. Prepare to be inspired by a mindset that simply doesn't quit. 1. As long as you are going to be thinking anyway, think big. This quote reminds us that, since you're already expending mental effort, you might as well direct it towards ambitious and expansive ideas. Aim high with your thoughts. 2. I like thinking big. If you're going to be thinking anything, you might as well think big. Here's what that really means. Given that thought requires energy, it's more beneficial and ultimately satisfying to direct that energy towards grand, ambitious ideas. Embrace large-scale thinking. 3. Get going. Move forward. Aim high. Plan a takeoff. Don't just sit on the runway and hope someone will come along and push the airplane. This quote reminds us that to achieve your goals, you must take proactive, decisive action and assume responsibility for your own progress. Don't passively wait for external help. 4. You have to think anyway, so why not think big? Here's what that really means. Since mental effort is constant, it is more advantageous and productive to direct your thoughts towards ambitious and significant ideas. Choose to expand your aspirations. 5. I wasn't satisfied just to earn a good living. I was looking to make a statement. This quote reminds us that true fulfillment and ambition can extend beyond mere financial stability. Some are driven by a desire to leave a lasting impact or express a powerful message. 6. Most people think small because most people are afraid of success, afraid of making decisions, afraid of winning. And that gives people like me a great advantage. Here's what that really means. Many individuals limit their aspirations due to fear of the challenges and responsibilities associated with success. This widespread caution creates a competitive edge for those willing to think boldly. 7. I'm a believer in the power of ideas, and if you're going to have an idea, it may as well be a big idea. This quote reminds us that if you're going to engage in conceptual thought, it's more impactful and worthwhile to conceive of grand, ambitious notions. Maximize the potential of your intellectual efforts. 8. You have to be a dreamer. You have to be able to see the big picture. Here's what that really means. Achieving significant goals requires the capacity for imaginative vision and the ability to comprehend the broader context and potential of your pursuits. 9. People are tired of small thinkers. They want to see people who are going to do something. This quote reminds us that there's a societal demand for individuals who demonstrate initiative and impactful action, rather than those who are limited by timid or narrow perspectives. People seek doers, not just thinkers. 10. The dreamers are the saviors of the world. Here's what that really means. Those with imaginative visions and aspirations are the ones who ultimately drive progress and solve humanity's greatest challenges. Visionary thinkers lead the way to a better future. 11. On success and winning. In the end, you're measured not by how much you undertake, but by what you finally accomplish. This quote reminds us that ultimate judgment of your efforts is based on tangible results and completed achievements, not merely on the scope of your intentions or attempts. Execution is paramount to evaluation. 12. What separates the winners from the losers is how a person reacts to each new twist of fate. Here's what that really means. The defining characteristic of successful individuals is their resilience and adaptability in response to unforeseen challenges or changes in circumstances. Their reaction, not the event, determines their outcome. 13. Part of being a winner is knowing when enough is enough. This quote reminds us that a key aspect of success involves recognizing when to stop pursuing further gains or when to disengage from a situation. Prudent judgment and self-control are crucial for long-term winning. 14. Success comes from failure, not from memorizing the right answers. Here's what that really means. True achievement is born from learning through mistakes and adapting from setbacks, rather than simply recalling correct information. Experience and resilience through failure are key to success. 15. When you're a winner, you have to be very careful. You can't just go around saying whatever you want. This quote reminds us that with success comes increased scrutiny and responsibility. High achievers must exercise caution and discretion in their words due to their amplified influence. 16. I like to win. I don't like to lose. Here's what that really means. This expresses a fundamental preference for triumph and an aversion to defeat. It highlights a strong competitive drive. 17. The harder I work, the luckier I get. This quote reminds us that perceived good fortune is often a direct consequence of diligent effort and persistent labor. Increased hard work tends to create more opportunities and favorable outcomes. 18. A lot of people are afraid to say what they want. That's why they don't get what they want. Here's what that really means. Fear of expressing one's desires is a significant barrier to achievement. Being clear and vocal about your goals is a crucial step towards attaining them. 19. Winning is a habit. Unfortunately, so is losing. This quote reminds us that both success and failure are patterns of behavior that are reinforced through repetition. Consistent actions, positive or negative, lead to ingrained outcomes. 20. If you're not a winner, you're a loser. There's no in-between. Here's what that really means. This presents a stark binary view of outcomes, suggesting that in certain competitive contexts, there is no middle ground between success and failure. 21. On business and negotiation. My style of deal-making is quite simple and straightforward. I aim very high, and then I just keep pushing and pushing and pushing to get what I'm after. This quote reminds us that this deal-making strategy involves setting ambitious goals and then relentlessly pursuing them with persistent and determined effort. It's about aggressive, high-aiming negotiation. 22. Sometimes your best investments are the ones you don't make. Here's what that really means. Prudent financial decision-making often involves recognizing and avoiding poor opportunities rather than just seeking good ones. Strategic inaction can be highly beneficial. 23. I do my own surveys and draw my own conclusions. This quote reminds us that relying on independent research and personal analysis is preferred over accepting information or opinions from others. It emphasizes self-reliance in decision-making. 24. Leverage. Don't make deals without it. Here's what that really means. Never enter negotiations or agreements without some form of advantage or influence that you can use to secure favorable terms. Leverage is crucial for successful deal-making. 25. Money was never a big motivation for me, except as a way to keep score. The real excitement is playing the game. This quote reminds us that, for some, financial gain is merely a metric of success, not the primary drive. The true thrill comes from engaging in the challenge and competition of the endeavor itself. As we conclude this powerful collection, remember, the essence of true success lies in unwavering perseverance.
Let these quotes reinforce your own resolve, reminding you that even in the face of immense challenges, giving up is never an option. If these words ignited your determination, please like this video, share it with someone who needs a reminder to keep pushing, and subscribe to the Mind Shelf for more inspiring content. Keep fighting, keep winning.